Welcome back to That's Yoga, where yoga starts where you are. Give me one moment and we're going to get right on to this. All right, let me fix this here. Give me a moment. Welcome back. Ah! Oh my goodness. Welcome back, guys, to Living My Yoga, where yoga starts where you are. Oh my goodness, guys, we are back. Thank you guys for being here for another episode. We are going to go through a phenomenal flow today while we just talk. Sometimes I don't think we take enough time just to communicate with one another. I am Tracy Viegela Pierre with That's Yoga, where yoga is the dance of the soul. I move bodies. Yes, I move bodies. So if you're walking around thinking that you are a nobody, just know that you are somebody and I can move your body. And because I move bodies and emotion is created by motion, emotions taking me over, caught up in sorrow, lost in a song, lost in a song, lost in a song, lost in a... Okay, because I move bodies and because emotions create motion. So the way you move talks about how you feel. So it kind of moves back and forth to each other. So motions create emotions. Motions tell you how someone is doing. So you know when someone is sad by the way they walk, by the way they look, by their stance, if they're standing crooked or if their head is down. You get to understand where a person is at within their body, within their mind. And because I move bodies, I simultaneously move minds. I help you to stop making your mind an enemy. Why should we make this mind an enemy? It took millions of years for us to have this mind. They said that we came from apes. I'm not just talking about Black folks. I know every time we hear that, they're like, they talk about me. They even say everyone came from apes. They say we came from apes. You know, we only about like a little bit of a gene difference, not that much, but that big of a difference. Look at all that we've created with it. All of this mind that we have, we need to be able to mine, like the mind that's down below. We need to be able to mine our mind. We need to be able to mind our business and take care of ourselves, because your physical and emotional health is up to you. Nobody's responsible for that. You could take a pill, you could call a friend, You could go work out. You could sit down and do nothing. You could watch a scary movie. You could decide just whatever you want to do. But just know at the end of the day, at the beginning of the day, in the middle of the day, in between how you eat, what you eat, you are in control of your emotional and physical. And as we move, you're going to notice that your body and your mind starts to feel a little bit better. And as we move, we're going to talk about a topic that's very dear to me because I see it happening all the time. And I don't know how it's happening to so many people when we all have it, but we're all ashamed of it. We're living with shame. So today's topic is don't let anyone catch you being ashamed of being human. I'll say it again. Don't let anybody catch you being ashamed of being human. People are ashamed of being human. I know we've spoken about this topic before, but I see it all the time. People be looking at me. I'd be at the gym. I'd be dancing. I'd be just talking. I'd be just doing my thing. They look at me like, Tracy, she just wild out. Like, how the hell? Like, I'd be so embarrassed. Embarrassed of what? Embarrassed of being human. So it's like, we spoke about this singing and dancing thing. People don't sing anymore. People are like, I'm not saying nothing wrong with humming. Humming is great for the nervous system. Humming is part of Brahmari, that bee breath, that humming. Humming is soothing. Yet if you are humming to hide away your voice, say what? Say how? No. We're not doing that in 2026. We are not hiding we are not going to go into our 50s. I'm 46 right now. We're not going to go into our 50s, into our 60s, and our 70s. And then when we get on our deathbeds, we are bewildered because we realize that life is over and we never lived it. We never lived it because we were ashamed of being human. No more, boo. No more. You're not going to be afraid of your toes. We're going to find all of those men that swear, that swear they got a foot fetish. Here's my toe. You can suck on my toe. You got a foot fetish. I'm trying to get over being ashamed of my foot. We a good pair. We don't have to be ashamed of being human. We got people ashamed of dancing. Like dancing is supposed to be healing. Yes, you can do competition. Competitions are great for the soul. They're great for the mind. They're great to get you moving. But when you sit there and your body, your movements become like, okay, I cannot dance because I dance like a white girl, or, oh my goodness, this is ghetto, or this is not like church. I don't even know what to say. People go from the club to the church. So there is no church. That era has gone. Like the same clothes that people wear to the church, the same high heels, I see them in the club. But people are literally ashamed of moving their bodies. They're like, oh no, I don't want people to catch me looking crazy. No, they don't want to do the Millie Rock. They don't want to do the Tootsie Roll. They don't want to wine and dine. No, you need to move your body because once again, emotion is created by motion. Emotion, what emanates inside of you, created by motion. So the way you move can move your mind. And right now, in the mind, we're minding. We're like, okay, I want to dig up some happiness. I want to dig up some bliss. I want to dig up some joy. I want to dig up some courage. But you got to walk in a certain way. You got to move in a certain way. Even the direction that you face your toes. Sometimes we just face our toe any direction. How does that look? Like, okay. How does that feel? I don't want to over exaggerate. We're just like here. Okay. No. But how strong do you look? Your feet facing in the same direction. You're walking strong. You're holding your abs in tight, not to look sexy, although it helps. You're holding your abs in tight because it secures your lower back. It keeps your spine erect. It makes sure you have good posture. It's easy to have bad posture, yet bad posture weighs on you like a bad man. Like it's he ain't doing that. He just at the house. Not like he putting his hands on me. So that's the only reason to get rid of a dude, because he's putting his hand. I wish a ninja would. Okay, we'll talk about that later. Like he ain't putting his hands. No, bad posture is like, well, it doesn't hurt that much. It's kind of no. You stand up tall for your better self, your next self, in your 60s, your 70s, your 80s, those young folks, your 30s, your 40s, your 50s. You stand up tall, toes facing forward, toes facing in the same direction as your knees, because you want to maintain, and you hold that abs in tight. You want to maintain yourself. That's why a balanced state of mind and a standing meditation happens with your feet together and your hands right at the heart center. Because when your feet together, it causes you to be imbalanced. And then when you're in balance, you know that your mind has taken you somewhere. It's just emotions taking me over, caught up in sorrow, lost in a song, lost in a song. Okay. So you stand up in a standing meditation with your feet together, hands at heart center, or one hand onto your heart, one hand onto your belly, or one hand, just make sure you arrest the mind. That's what you're trying to do. So you can even hold on behind you. This opens up your chest too. You stand this way because when you start to waver, you will understand intrinsically that your off-balancedness is a function of your mind. And another thing you can do when you're sitting in a seated meditation pose, keep your back straight. When you keep, first of all, this is a great seated meditation, Hero's pose. This is a great seated meditation for when you finish eating. Although it's not best to meditate when you finish eating, but sometimes, like I've had a week this week where I'm like, okay, Tracy, stop, look, and listen. Let me get in touch with my emotions. It's like school. Stop, look, and listen. Like that's serious stuff. So sometimes you just got to stop. You realize you are headed into a wall, and the only thing left is to come back to yourself, because that's where all the answers are. So sometimes you might finish eating and then you might want to meditate. So this is a great seated meditation to do after you finish eating, even on a full stomach, because it's not putting any compression on the stomach. So you sit up tall. When you sit up tall, this posture allows that easily. However, you arrest the mind, because if you notice in other postures where you are sitting and you start to slouch or kind of fall asleep. Sleeping is not meditation. Let's get this out. Like, it's okay if you sleep. No, go to sleep. Go to sleep. That's fine. Because I have sleepitations all the time. Actually. The quiet is kept. Yet sleeping is not meditating because it's not conscious. So if you're not conscious, if you're not taking tabs of your breath, if you are not regulating your mind and keeping your mind still and focused on one centered point of attraction, and then to a point where it's just an internal flow, you're not in meditation. Yet sleeping is sleeping is necessary. So you can sleep when you need to sleep. So when you're sitting in a meditative pose and you start to slouch, especially when you're doing long meditations, you'll notice you'll start to slouch. I promise you, when this happens, you have taken your mind somewhere else. Whether it's to sleep or whether it's pondering on a thought, your mind has left the building. Your mind has said, let me take you with me. This sitting stuff ain't giving, but we want to make it give. So today we're going to talk about not being ashamed of being human. Hey, okay. We're going to talk about that while we flow. So let's start off in tabletop with your hands, fingers open wide, knees hip distance apart, big toes touching in the back, and hands shoulder width apart. We're just going to tap the feet, keep the back nice and neutral, and then tuck the toes, tap the toes, tap the toes. If you don't want to look toe up, tap the toes. And release. Beautiful. I'm going to move back just a little bit. And then I want you to come all the way down into a wide-legged child's pose. Extend the arms forward. Shake the head, yes. God is so good. Like there are so many things that's going to be another episode. Thanking God for the things that he did not give you. You know how many times you prayed for something, shake the head no. Pray for something and it's everything you wanted. And then God just said no. And you're like, damn. And then like a month later, 10 minutes later, a year later, you're like, damn, I dodged the bullet. Yeah, that's where I feel like I'm right at now. Bring the head forward. From here, we're going to lean forward. Keep yourself at the tops of your feet, and we're going to land in an upward facing dog. Make any adjustments that you need to your feet and your hands, just so that we can get to where we need to be. And then tuck the toes and lift up into a downward dog. Don't mind the feet not coming down, the heels not coming down, that's okay. Just continue to bring the energy of the heels down. From here, bend the knees and then push your torso back towards your thighs. And then shoot forward into a plank. Continue to press the floor away from you as if it was a door that you're opening, a door of success, a door of courage, a door of full shamelessness. From here, push back into downward dog. Oh, that feels so good. Oh my God. Downward dog is a full body workout, guys. I hope you have your mats or some kind of blanket or just a nice cushy carpet. This feels good. Let's walk out the dog. Feet are hip distance apart. We're walking out the dog onto the tops of the feet. And then hold. Continue to push your torso back towards your thighs. And then I want you to lean forward again into that plank. And then sink the hips down, keeping the toes tucked. Lift the head up. Come into this back bend of upward dog. Obviously, it looks like an upward dog because you're facing upward. So a lot of these poses, the English names are very self-explanatory, especially when they connect to animals. Continue to push your heels back away from you. In yoga, you're neither working the upper body or lower body. It is a full body extension of energy. Tuck the chin, lift back up. And exhale. Make any adjustments you need to the hand to make sure that your wrist is not the only thing being pressurized. You're getting energy in the fingers and in the palms too. Beautiful. From here, I want you to bend your knees, look forward. You can either hop or step forward into a yogic squat. Oh, that feels, I haven't done that in a while. You know, there was a couple of years ago, I was racing somebody and I swore I was still a runner. I was like, yeah, I can race you. Like, I know my legs can do this. Let's go to the starting line. This bet has already been won. The battle has already been won. Oh my God. I was shocked. I could not generate enough speed for what I thought I had in my mind. And I was like, okay, Sway, I guess this is the new Tracy. Okay, from here, just lean from side to side. And then we're gonna take this back and forth a couple of times back into downward facing dog. So plant the hands down, kind of lean forward as if you're getting into a crow pose. Get the foot off the floor just a little bit, kind of lean into your toes, feeling that energy in your thighs. Allow your thighs to open up more. And then land it and step or hop back into plank. And then downward dog. Make sure when you're hopping back into plank, your core is engaged. Really push your torso back towards your thighs. Bend the knees and see if you sink down even lower towards the thighs. Keeping the arms straight. No bisexual arms here, okay? We are having straight arms. I know that's a phenomenon for all of you guys. You know, straight is out of style. I don't know if you guys know that. To be straight is now out of style. We are all having bisexual arms. All right, straighten out the legs. Look forward and hop. Back into Malasana, yogic squat. From here, I want you to wrap your hands around the knees and look down. Ooh, this feels good for the shoulder blades. Twinkle out the toes. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. I wonder where you are. Unwrap the bind. Keep the elbows inside of the knee. And I just want you to move in a circular motion. We want to get these hips feeling good. We're just going to face the opposite direction, but face me so you know what you're doing. Beautiful. Lift the chest up. That feels good for me. And then once again, plant the hands down, fingers spread nice and wide, and lean forward into your arms and stay here for a moment, maybe going back and forth. And land back down. Bring the arms up. Allow it to be released. And plant the hands down. Step back into plank. And then into downward facing dog. I'm going to move up a little to make sure I'm in full view. Plant the feet. Ooh, this feels so good. Bend the knees once again, allowing your torso to get a little bit closer to your thighs. Keep the head in between the arms. Shoot forward into a plank. And then back into that beautiful bent downward facing dog. Shoot forward into a plank. And then back. 2 more. Shoot forward into a plank. And then back. Last one. Shoot forward into a plank. And then back. Beautiful. Look forward. Hop into Malasana again. This time we're going to take it backwards. Just take it back just a little bit, and then we're going to turn the opposite direction. All right, let's go. Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh my gosh. Let's take a seat and get ready for elbow, and then wrap that left hand around the knee and interlock the hands and just rock your baby side to side. Rock-a-bye, baby, treetop. When the wind blows, the cradle will rock. What does that song mean? Let me see if I'm singing it. Rock-a-bye, baby. Is it on the treetop? That's where they wanted the baby to be, like on the damn treetop? Is that what they said for real, for real? Okay. So from here, we're gonna plant that left foot down in front of the right, and then take the right leg back for pigeon pose. Feel free to modify this pose by bringing that right leg bent 90 degrees. Pressing into the palms, lift the chest up. Allow your shoulders to go down. Exhale. Inhale. For those of you that are dealing with sinuses or congestion, one of the best things you could do every day is move. Because when you move, you allow yourself to really utilize your sinuses, your nose, so that you can get rid of that mucus and congestion. So move your body. So from here, we're going to go down. I'm going to go back just a little bit and bring your arms out in front. Ooh, this little bud is helping me hold my head. Hey! Keep the breath in motion. Shimmy, shimmy the shoulders. Shimmy, 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 shimmy. And hold. Bring your hands to the side of the body. Lift up and fold down. Inhale up and down. Inhale up and down. Inhale up and down. Lift up. And now swing that right leg forward and come into a seated twist, a half fish pose, half Lord of the Fish pose. All right, make sure that this right leg stays nice and high. It wants to lean sometimes, which can become another pose, yet we're going to keep it up while keeping our glutes centered. Inhale, both arms up and twist towards that top knee and look behind towards the right shoulder. Ooh, 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 this feels so good. You know, sometimes you do yoga and you just want to cry. You're like, oh my God, like I've been so tight. You know how people say, I'm about to get, the young kids say that. I know someone at work, I feel like he says that. I'm about to get tight. Like young kids say that. And this is literal, they tight. Like their minds are tight, their bodies are tight, and they're holding all that energy in. So you've got to let it go. You've got to let it go. And release. Beautiful. Bring both legs in front. Straighten the legs up. Inhale, both arms up. I'm going to move back just a little bit. I'm actually shooting with two cameras. I'm doing some professional stuff up in here. I know it looks just wanky wank, but bagayo pa con sa. It's different than what you think. Inhale the arms up. And then exhale, fold down. I'm going to bend my knees a little bit because my flexibility is not there. So I'm going to hold on to my big toes and allow my head to hang heavy. I'm bending my knees so that my lower back is not, what do we call that? It's not bending. It's bending from the spine. So I want to bend it from the actual hips. So I'm going to bend my knees so I can allow myself to be more relaxed. From here, shake the head. Yes. You'll see me do this a lot because a lot of times we wake up with angst. And shake the head now. And release. Beautiful. Sit up tall in staff pose. Hands to the side of the body. Open up the chest. Point the toes down and up. Smile. It's okay to smile because we don't find it, inappropriate to walk around mopey. Someone said that the other day on a call I was on. They're like, well, I just can't walk around. I'm just going to walk around smiling all day. Well, when you walk around mopey and not smiling, that'd be normal, right? But the smile be the abnormal, right? Okay, Sway. Please smile, guys. Please smile. And release. All right. From here, we're going to bend the left leg. And then we're going to go into rocking baby on the other side. Interlock your hands, first wrapping the right arm around the right knee, and then you're bringing that right leg in the nook of the right knee. Everybody, we're doing a little nookie in here, okay? That you thought there was one way to do nookie. No. In yoga, there's a whole lot of nookie. So we're going to open up and close, rocking the baby from side to side. I almost started going in a circle because that's another one I like to do. I like to do the circle one. You can really feel that fifth chakra or the crown, not the crown chakra, but the root chakra. So you can really feel your bottom really well when you're doing that. And open and close, open and close, open and close. Try to go as far as you can and then back. Far as you can and back. My mom made some homemade blueberry and cherry waffles. And then she also made some homemade sweet potato. Like she cut up the potatoes on like big squares. And then I guess she put sugar and like all this other stuff and cinnamon. So instead of using syrup for my waffles this morning, I put the sweet potato, which already had its own juices, and I put up with some chia seeds and flax seeds. It was divine. I'm about to have it again. That's why I'm mentioning it. All right, bring the right foot in front. Keep it bent 90 degrees, and then send that left leg back. Ooh, this feels good. Position yourself for this beautiful pigeon pose. Lift that chest up. Whew. And exhale. Celebrate who you are. Shimmy, shimmy the shoulders. Celebrate, celebrate. And then when you're ready, slowly lay down. Lay down all your fears. Lay down all your worries, your angst about being human. No more will we be ashamed of the regular. We will make the regular regular. We will still keep striving for extraordinary. We will not stay in the regular because of shame. Bring the hands beside you and then inhale up, exhale down. Last one. And swing that leg around. So those of you that think, okay, well, if I'm in the conscious community, I can't be a swinger anymore. Did you just see that I just swung the leg? You can still be a swinger and a yogi, okay? Please send the word out. Inhale the arm up and twist towards the left side, opening up the chest. Oh my goodness. So if you're dealing with any osteoporosis or osteopenia, like your bones are really brittle, twisting is not going to be the best for you. So you may want to just stay forward right here and just enjoy that opening in your hips and in that pelvic area. So open up to that left side and keep looking behind you. Allow that left knee to stay up and breathe. And release. Beautiful. Unwrap the leg, send the leg behind you, and find yourself in a comfortable seated position. I want to remember what this position is called because it is hero's pose, but it starts with a V. I think it's Virabhadrasana. Let me see on my mat here. I love this mat. My brother gifted me this mat for my birthday. And it's one of my favorite mats. Come on, Tracy. Hero, okay, this is reclined hero. And so that means hero pose is close by. We're gonna find it, guys. Don't worry, stay with me. Stay with me. It has to be back here. That's crow pose. Oh my goodness, why don't I see it in here? I don't see it. This is a weird mat. When I'm looking for something, at times I don't find it. Although I know it's here, but it's like there's so many poses I'm looking at the same time. Okay, that's weird. That's okay. We'll figure it out. Anyways, this is a great pose to do if you've just finished eating. And it's a great pose to do to bring blood flow restriction to your ankles. Blood flow restriction is a great workout to have because it helps to bring more focus to different muscles and different joints. So it's sort of like being in the sauna. Being in the sauna is a stressor, but when you get out, then your body builds all these endorphins. So having blood like come and all that circulation come to one area is really cool. I remember several months ago I had hit my foot on the couch. It was so bad. Um, the only thing I could do was sit in this position so that I could bring, I hit my toe, so that I could bring all that blood flow to this area so that I could feel that healing. And it worked like magic. All right. Sit here for a moment. Eyes closed, attention inside. We are shameless. This is a shameless plug for your soul so that you can be yourself at any time, anywhere. No permission needed. You have the right to be. You have the right to be. Please do not get to your deathbed and be completely bewildered because you realize life is over and you never lived it. Please give yourself permission to live this year fearlessly, 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 fearlessly. If you're ready to come out of this, inhale the palms up. Look up towards your hands. There is a blessing in it for you. Slowly reunite your palm and bring that blessing into your heart. Because that blessing is you, self-actualized and free. Thank you for being here, guys. Visit the website, yit.yoga.com. We have phenomenal events coming up very soon. One called Pilates and Pizza. Come out and enjoy a full chair Pilates class while enjoying some pizza afterwards, pizza and a drink. So there's a lot that you can experience, and I hope you will be a part of that through assisted stretch, yoga, Pilates, and personal training. Namaste, guys. We did it. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. We did it. I never know if we're going to. Okay. The setup took about an hour or so because I was cleaning. I was taking care of the goats. My sheep just had a baby. Rainbow just had a baby. I haven't named her yet. I don't even know if it's a boy. I haven't picked him or her up yet. But she just had a baby a couple of days ago. So there's a lot of love. There's a lot of love in the yard right now. So I was doing a lot of cleaning yesterday and today, trying to get a lot of hay gathered up so they can eat and stay warm for the next couple of days. It's supposed to be like brick. So I'm happy that I'm here with you guys today. And I look forward to seeing you guys hopefully later with mommy's moves and muscles. But I never know with this lady. I never know. A lot of beautiful treats coming up. Know that we have a yoga retreat that is happening in Haiti in July 13th through the 21st in Saint Jean. If you want to find out more information about this Haiti retreat, which is going to be completely Zen and completely culturally immersed, because that's the only way I do Haiti. Like, I don't go to hotels in Haiti. I don't stay where, the rich people are. I don't stay where, you just get to see Haiti as a tourist. No, nothing against tourism, because there's a time and place for tourists, yet we are going to experience what it is to cook Haitian food, how to live amongst the people, how to walk the mountains, how to go to the street market, how to actually see and understand. We're going to go to cultural dances. We're going to learn dances. We're going to learn Creole. We're going to learn how to cook. We're going to have meditation and yoga. This retreat is, you know what? I'm surprised I haven't been talking to you guys more about it, because there's only a select amount of people that can come. So I'm kind of kind of handpicking people, yet there is still space if you'd like to join. So if you want more information on this retreat that's happening this year in like, I think 5 months, please let me know and I will send you the information. Thank you guys. Namaste. Okay, we did it. We did it. Let's see if we can get up. Thank you guys for being here, okay? Bye. Bye.